coal and petroleum question and answer we are going to see. The first is, what are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as fuels? The various advantages. First, CNG, LPG, they are non-polluting fuels. LPG and CNG, they are easy to store and they can be transported easily. CNG is used for power generation. They both have more energy per unit volume, and this LPG can be used directly for burning homes, means burning in homes and factories, that is heating purposes. They are easily available and the cost is also quite affordable. LPG and CNG, virtually they don't create any ash after burning, and this is very important. Name the petroleum product used for surfacing of roads. Bitumen is the petroleum product used for surfacing the road or surfacing of roads. Describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is the purpose called, or what is the process called? How coal is formed? About 300 million years ago, the earth has dense forest, and they were in low-lying wetland areas, and because of certain natural processes that goes on, like flooding, these forests, they got buried under the soil, and as more and more soil deposited over them, they were compressed, and the temperature also rose as they went deeper and deeper. Because of high pressure and high temperature, these plants, or you can say dead plants, they started slowly converted to coal. As coal contains mainly the carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. What it is called? Carbonization. We need to fill in the blanks. So fossil fuels are natural gas, coal, petroleum. Natural gas, coal and petroleum are fossil fuels. The process of separation of different constitute from petroleum is called refining. So refining is how we separate different parts or constituents of petroleum. Least polluting fuel for vehicle is CNG. We have to tick true and false. So first is, fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. This is false. It cannot be made. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. This is also false. CNG more clean fuel than petrol. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. This is true. So we cross this. This is true. Coal tar is mixture of various substances. Yes, it is also true. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. This is false. This is again false, right? Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Fossil fuels are formed because of various natural processes over millions of years of time, and the action of high temperature, high pressure on all the plants and animals which were dead because of certain reason, the natural reasons. So these fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources because you cannot make it, cannot be recreated in this short period of time. Next is, describe characteristics and uses of coke. This coke is very tough, porous black substance, and this is produced by the destructive distillation of coal. Coke is produced by destructive distillation of coal, And this coke it's an almost pure form of carbon, and used as used in domestic use, also as an industrial fuel in stoves and furnaces, used in manufacture of steel. Very little or practically no smoke coke provides or coke gives. And this is also used for extraction of metals, and coke can be used to make fuel gases. Explain the process of formation of petroleum. And as we have discussed, petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died because of natural phenomena, the bodies settled down at the bottom of the sea and got covered with sand and clay, and the absence of air, and also the high pressure and high temperature, for over millions of years they have transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. So these petroleum deposits, they are usually found mixed with the salt water. So the petroleum is lighter than salt water, hence it floats over it.